Hey everybody, James here again with you today, and in this video I'm going to show you the most accurate and truest air gun expansion test if you want to know what they'll do to small game animals. Keep watching because I have video clips to share of hitting squirrels with the H&N 21 grain 22 caliber slug and the FX hybrid 22 grain slug. Using the Air Venturi Avenger 22 on low velocity around 800 feet a second or less with both of those slugs, and the AEA Challenger Pro 22 caliber on ultra high velocity using both of those slugs at or around above 1100 feet a second. As a lot of you know, I found the perfect target media that represents animal flesh, and it doesn't give false readings or isn't high density like clay. Even though there are great videos out there on YouTube of slug expansion, especially Matt Dubbers, even though he specifically said that clay is not animal flesh and does not give the perfect representation of expansion and penetration. So the results will greatly differ. Where this 30 pack of disinfecting wipes is the most representable to real world results I have ever seen for pass-through shots. This next clip I'm about to show you is the H&N 21 grain out of the Air Venturi Avenger at 800 feet a second hitting squirrels. Now that you've seen that, this next clip is with the AEA Challenger Pro with the FX hybrid 22 grain slugs going above 1100 feet a second at squirrels. So most, if not all, my shots around this time of year are at the 25-yard range or so. Let me get set up here and show you how you could see the most realistic expansion out of your air gun and slug or pellet combo. Here's my target set up at about 25 yards down there at the bench. So right here I have the disinfecting wipes, which replicates the best media for small game, and then I have a water jug, and then I have a travel pillow, which is another testing media that I've used before, and it's soaking wet. It's soaked with water, so we should be able to capture these slugs to see if it actually expands. All right everybody, so I got my mic on. I'm going to walk down there at 25 yards. I got my Air Venturi Avenger 22 caliber set up right now. Got the pocket chronograph running. I'm going to shoot the 21 grain H&N slug first at the wipes, 1 gallon water jug, and the soaked pillow, and I have a wood backboard, and we'll see what happens. And then I'm going to shoot the FX hybrids, and these are going really slow in comparison, but they're a softer lead. So let's take a look and see what happens. All right, here we go with the H&N 21 grain slugs. See what happens here. Aiming dead center bowl, or I should say center of the wipe pack.
770.
All right, 770. Let me go put that back up there and shoot these hybrids. Okay, I got some hybrids loaded up. Let's go check the target out. See where I hit here. All right, well I hit them right on top. So right at the top here of the wipes. Now I'm going to go take a shot with the softer slugs. Hybrid 22 grain FX 22 cal. Let's see what happens here. Then we'll take a look at all of them. And then I'll compare it to a really powerful air gun.
675.
That's about what I was getting last time too. 675 feet a second with those. Well, hit that right there. That did a little bit of damage on the backside. Let's see what happened here. Oh, there's the H&N 21 grain. I don't know if the 22 grain made it out of the bottle. I don't think it made it out of the water jug, guys. Nope, it didn't. Look at that. So here's the hybrid. Hardly no expansion, it just smashed because it hit the plastic. No, just deformation, no expansion, look, at all. It just basically closed the center hole up. Here's the H&N Slug. It almost did the same exact thing. No real expansion, it just deformed. It didn't mushroom, I should say. Let me correct that. No mushrooming here. Soft slug or hard slug, as you can see. Now let me get set up with a very powerful air gun that shoots these around 1100 feet a second. As you guys have seen, this was just at 800 feet a second or so and about 675 feet a second with soft and hard lead. I got everything reset now, and here is the wipes from the slugs going really slow. No significant damage there. And I have a new set of wipes on there because I'm going to be shooting the target with the AEA Challenger Pro going 1100 feet a second. The first slug is going to be the H&N 21 grain 218, holding dead center of the wipes. Let's see where that hit at. So it did go in. How about that? It did a little bit of damage. We'll find it here in a second. I'm going to go ahead and get the FX hybrid shot. Here we go, FX hybrids. 1100 feet a second, guys. See if we can find this slug. All right. Okay, so I found the FX hybrids, and it did mushroom. But again, it was going 1100 feet a second. And it looks like the H&Ns, unless it's in the water bottle, but it came out. Yeah, it's not in the water jug. The H&N 21 grain went all the way through, and there's the hole. And I think it came out this side right here. Oh, there it is right there. Found it. Well, we did get a little expansion. How about that? And this is at 25 yards, guys. And they're both going above 1100 feet a second. In comparison to the slugs that were going slower at around 800 feet a second at the muzzle, and the FX hybrid was going under 700 feet a second at the muzzle. Now, here's a question. Did they expand before or after the water jug? Or did they replicate the same exact damage on the wipes? That's the question. So here's the wipes originally, and the H&Ns was shot at the top. You can see that. You can see the exit hole. And the FX hybrids, you can see the exit hole. Here's the H&Ns on the left, and here is the FX hybrids on the right in the center. And they blew out a little bit better. But they were also going faster. So Instead of looking at the wipes, now we move on to the water jug, because they stopped right after the water jug, I should say. So if the hole on the water jug is not that great, then that means that they didn't expand. Now, here is the entrance holes for the H&N 21 grain and the 22 grain FX hybrid. And you could see that those holes are a lot bigger. So guys, do you know what that means? If this 30 pack of disinfecting wipes is as true as I say it is, that means that your air gun has to shoot slugs above 1100 feet a second to get that mushrooming effect at 25 yards. That is crazy. That is insane. That is technically not an air gun anymore. I mean, what's the point of shooting an air gun if I'm going to shoot a bullet now? You know what I mean? And to get it to mushroom like that. And if these, again, these are the most accurate testing media I have ever found to replicate a small game animal, because it's true. I've done multiple tests with this on and off camera with pellets and slugs, and I'm getting the same exact results no matter the velocity. Through the animal, pass-through shots. Jeez. I mean, that is insane. And according to this, the exit hole on the H&N slug is bigger. And it did more damage. So I'm going to cut it open and show it to you. And if you've never messed with these wipes, they're soaked in cleaner. So they give you that really, you know, tissue muscle feel. And you can see how much impact that the H&N slug had on the wipes compared to the hybrids. Look at that big difference. Holy cow. 21 grain slug. Look at that. Now you're talking some damage. I mean, you could see daylight through that hole. Easy. Both of them actually, but you could tell that the H&N definitely laid out some more damage. And both, again, above 1100 feet a second. And both of these definitely show some expansion, guys. Whether it's a hard lead or soft lead at 1100 feet a second. So that should tell you something. At 25 yards, that's crazy. If you're out hunting, and again, this did not hit anything hard. This did not hit something, it went through the wipes, went through a water jug, and again, the 1100 feet a second slug actually expanded because of the entry on the water jug outside of the wipes. It wasn't hitting a piece of wood, wasn't hitting a back target, a back stop, anything like that. So again, this test is the most realistic I have ever done, especially with those wipes. So what that means is, guys, common sense says past 25 yards, the slugs aren't going to expand or mushroom that good, even high velocity. This is the most perfect test that I could come up with to show you guys that, you know, again, that's shooting them above 1100 feet a second and they're doing that much damage and mushrooming. That should say something within itself. Not very many air guns in that caliber can shoot that fast. So again, unless you're close range, like 25 yards, you're really not going to get that great of expansion as many have tested previously. And again, this was without any backstop, not hitting anything besides just the actual media itself, the actual flesh. All right, guys, as you've seen the test there, if you're going to be shooting at firearm velocities and energy, you might as well be shooting a firearm. And the purpose of air guns was, and as is, to be a lesser substitute to firearms, not to be as powerful. And people like to mention and point fingers at me that I'm going to get air guns more regulated in the States here in the air gun community. But the truth is, the air gun and ammo manufacturers will be the ones to blame when it's all said and done. Because I've even heard whispers that the inside guys even know this if the envelope is pushed too far. Anyways, the takeaway from this video is that if you're going to shoot slugs and you want them to get the most expansion and mushroom effect on your target, the slug has to be way more than what the claimed velocity is for that to even happen. Again, I am shooting at a distance of 25 yards that is more than capable of being in an effective range of small game, especially this time of year with the leaves and foliage on the trees. And you're not going to get that expansion or mushroom effect if you don't shoot them that fast. And again, above 1,100 feet a second. Uh-oh, I wonder who that is. It's my buddy Logan. What's going on?
Hey, have you done your slug test?
Oh yeah, you ain't gonna believe what happened.
Uh-oh, what'd you get?
Well, I shot with 2 different rifles at 25 yards because, you know, that's the distance that we typically take squirrels at this time of year,
Right.
as much as we've been hunting. And one gun was lower velocity, around 800 feet a second, and less than that. And another gun was ultra velocity, above 1,100 feet a second, with some slugs. You know, that new type of ammo that you asked me about, you know, that supposedly is that much better than pellets.
Right.
Well, they didn't expand at all at around 800 feet per second or less at 25 yards. And the one that I shot with the rifle that I shot at 1,100 feet a second, it expanded perfect. So, and that's at 25 yards. So that tells me if your gun's shooting anything less than that, you're never going to get the full potential of that ammo you're using.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you never will.
And, you know, that just goes to show, like, you know, you seen, you witnessed the deer when I shot the deer last year with the big bore ammo, and there was no expansion on that.
No, zero.
And
There was
then
nothing.
you've seen that, you know, there's somebody posting slugs on the AEA page saying that they expanded all the way up to the size of a quarter, which is not true.
That's impossible. Not on a
Deer.
Not on a deer. Not
Pass-through
on a deer.
shot.
Well, yeah, I mean, he had, you know, maybe a steel plate or, you know, something like that, but not a body of an animal. No.
Because you seen the 308 bullets that I captured through the deers that, you know, those one deer that I shot, that it was all peeled back and really mushroomed out and expanded.
Yep.
And it opened back to the interlock of the Hornady, the cantilever.
Yep.
So
Yep. Mushroomed out, peeled back, and mushroomed out.
that's regular ammo or ammunition underneath a certain velocity ain't gonna cut it.
Oh no, absolutely not. Yeah, there's no way.
That's funny that you called though. I was in the middle of filming the video.
Oh shit, I didn't know you were filming a video.
Oh, that's all right.
Sorry.
I just finished up shooting it, but that's crazy that at the distance that we were shooting at, that slug has to shoot that fast for it to actually work, unless you hit a hard, you know, bone or headshot or whatever. But other than that, if you want a complete pass through and you want the best of the best for it to actually open up and expand, that slug has to go an insane amount of energy and muzzle velocity downrange.
Oh yeah, and you know, an air gun is not going to do that. Is not going to create that much velocity to pancake out like that, especially in a deer's body.
Yeah, firearms doesn't even really do that.
No.
And that's what I've always told my viewers.
The 308, 350 Legend, won't do it.
Yep. Well, that's what I've been telling my viewers too, that, you know, if you need something that powerful, go with the firearm, a 22 rimfire. We both shoot 22 rimfire. We know how they work. We know how they shoot.
Exactly.
And I've never had this problem, you know, with rimfire as much as air guns because of this right here, the expansion, you know, of a pellet hitting a squirrel or whatever. I don't know how much you kept on up on the channel, but you know, we both missed or couldn't find squirrels in the recent years because of that problem.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're having a really tough time.
But, you know, I've never really lost one with a shotgun or a headshot with a 22 rimfire.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, if it was a body shot like in the chest, I've never lost it.
Yep. Never. We've always been able to get them.
And you shoot the mini mags too, so those definitely do a little bit more damage.
Right, yeah.
But.
Yep. Definitely do more damage.
But anyways, I appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem. I'll let you get back to doing what you're doing. And I'll talk to you soon, man.
All right, we'll have to get to hunting soon.
Yep, sounds good.
All right, bye. Well, my buddy decided to call a course right in the middle of a video when I'm recording. I didn't know if he needed something. You never know how it is. But as always, guys, I appreciate you watching, and I hope you got something from this video. If you're gonna shoot that type of ammunition, no matter if it shoots good or not, and you want it to do that, you want it to mushroom and open up and expand on your target that you decide to hit, whether it's a live game animal, whether it's a 30 pack of wipes, it has to be a way, way high velocity, more than they claim. Or shoot rimfire like I do, high velocity. Anyways, guys, I appreciate it. As always, catch you on the next one.